This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Before we jump into another ranked draft for Core Set 2020, I want to remind everyone my content is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you're watching this on Twitch, you can click on their logo below and it'll take you to their website and they'll know I sent you. Same thing on YouTube, except it's a link in the description below. So let's go ahead and jump into this draft. Ooh, well, pretty easy first pick. Voracious Hydra is one of the better cards in the whole set. Usually you're going to cast it as a fight card, and that's going to be great, but sometimes you just need a big dude, and he can do that as well, and he scales as the game goes on to some extent. If the bomb weren't here, I think it would probably be Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Audacious Thief is good, but I think the Aerialist is better. Ooh, well, you got to take Risen Reef, right? You took a first pick green card, and then you get past a Risen Reef. It's hard not to take it. Rabid Bite is pretty good too, but Risen Reef, also one of the best cards in the set, despite being uncommon. So. Okay. Tomebound Lich is really good. There's also an Overcome here, something we could have used in our last deck. But I don't think I take either of them. I mean, the Lich is powerful. I guess if somehow I end up in blue-black and like splash green for Risen Reef, or blue-green splash black for Tomebound Lich. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I think we take the Lich. I think we take the Lich. Yeah, talked myself into it. It's good enough. Okay, so probably... Yeah, I'm going to go with Ferocious Pup here. Over like Aerial Assault or, you know, Yarok's Fenlurker. Okay. Pattern Matcher, you know, it's early enough that I think I probably do want to take it over Metropolis Sprite. It's not that hard to make Pattern Matcher good. Yeah, Netcaster's not bad either, but still not in the conversation with the Lich. Yeah, we'll take a Pattern Matcher. Usually you're going to be able to take advantage of it. Pretty late Goblin Smuggler, reasonably late Aerial Assault. There's also a Season of Growth. You know, we cut it from our last deck. Wolfkin Bond's also perfectly reasonable, as are these blue cards. There's a lot of shrug-worthy stuff in this pack that, other than Goblin Smuggler, really. Yeah. So, I mean, Season of Growth definitely has the most upside. We could take the Smuggler. I mean, if red continues to look open, we could easily switch to red. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning in that direction. I think Smuggler's good enough. I'm going to take him and see what happens. There's another one. It's also a reasonable 2-drop. Yeah, probably Octoprofit here, though. Yeah, Octoprofit I like a fair bit. Good enough to take. I like it in the green-blue deck, too, because it's big enough for Rabid Bite, despite being blue, you know, which isn't always going to be the case. I don't have any 2-drops yet. Maybe I want Greenwood Sentinel over Bone to Ash. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Probably just Vorst Claw here. You know, Moat Piranha's Befuddle hardcover. They're all fine, but Vorst Claw is more fine, you know? Okay, so there's still a Pack Mastiff here. Loaming Shaman's nothing special. I'm leaning towards taking the Mastiff and seeing what happens. I mean, that's our second pretty good red card. So, okay, here we'll take an Invocation. This is a reasonable black card, but Invocation it is. Mammoth Spider it is. Abomination. Abomination. So, Grafdigger's Cage. Not what you want to be seeing in Limited. So, green seems reasonably open. Not so sure what our secondary color is going to be at this point. Yeah. So, we could end up in a completely different secondary color. It would be nice to be able to play Risen Reef, of course, but... So, this pack is, you know, Gift of Paradise probably is just what I'm going to take here. If this were pack one, pick one, I would take Angel of Vitality. But given where we are and given the multiple colors of cards we have, I think I like Gift of Paradise more than a second Feral Invocation or a first Centaur Courser. We're already looking like we're going to try to splash something, and Gift of Paradise lets us do it. The black cards here are also nothing special. There's an Unsummon, isn't there? I think I actually take the Unsummon. I think I talked myself. I didn't see it at first. Yeah, Gift of Paradise is nice, but I think I'd like to have an Unsummon. Okay, Overgrowth Elemental is great if you can use it effectively. Cloudkin Seer is just great, period. So I'd probably just take the Seer instead of taking the Elemental. Yeah, Unsummon bouncing your Hydra can be pretty funny. I do think it's worth noting that when you do stuff like that, you are going down a card, but, you know, it makes it matter a little less when it's killing something. So yeah, we'll take the Seer here over Overgrowth Elemental. That is an interesting pick, but I think that's the way you want to go, usually. So there's another Tomebound Lich, but also a Thicket Crasher, Frostlinks, and Yarok's Wave Crasher. Man. Those things are all good. I don't think we're going to take the Lich. And I think Frostlinks is probably the pick here. Yeah, I mean, Thicket Crasher is great, but I just love the tempo Frostlinks can bring. Wave Crasher is cool too, and we do have ways of using its inner battlefield trigger already. But when you can't use it, it is so frustrating. So, you know, we're going to take Frostlinks. Okay, so another interesting pick here. We've got Thicket Crasher, Winged Words, and Warden of Evocile. All things I would kind of like. I'm leaning towards the Crasher. You know, at this point, we only have one Elemental synergy, but it's a crazy good one. And this also brings an Elemental synergy with it, so we'll go with the Crasher. So there's a Renowned Weaponsmith, which you can do some cute things with. I think we're just going to take the Spider over Octoprophet here. Unsummon Metropolis Sprite. We really need 2 drops. I'm leaning towards first Metropolis Sprite over second Unsummon. Yeah. Okay, here maybe I take a Gift of Paradise over a Cerulean Drake, who I think is reasonably mainboardable. But the Gift of Paradise, if it can help us splash something, it's going to be great. And we already look like we might be headed in that direction, so we'll take the Gift. Take another Sprite. And take a Feral Invocation here. I don't know that I'm going to play 2, but could happen. And an Octoprophet. And an Anticipate. Natural End. Weaponsmith, I mean, and Heartpiercer Bow. Those aren't the worst, you know, last picks. Of course. You know, I was talking earlier about how I hadn't gotten to play Cavalier of Night yet, and we get it in pack 3. It's like impossible for us to play, even with Gift of Paradise. But that's okay. We'll take Frostlinks. I mean, you know, can we just abandon a color here and switch to black? We do have a Feral Abomination, which is one of them at least is fine. What are our blue cards here? Man. So, our green cards are definitely better than our blue cards. That much is clear. So, switching to green-black would lose us Frostlinks, most notably. And we actually have the opportunity for a second one here, which is probably the pick if we don't take Cavalier of Night. But man, he's just so good. Also, we have Tomebound Lich. So, you know, that matters. Makes me wish we've seen a bunch of them. There's one in this pack, actually. We don't have to lose Risen Reef. We'd be able to splash it, but yeah, it might mean no pattern matcher. It's true. Man. Yeah, Scholar's not going to be good in our deck. It's basically between Frostlinks and Cavalier of Night. Cavalier of Night makes us throw everything we've already done partly out the window. And the Frostlink stays on our plan, which is Elementals. So we could, I think taking the Cavalier and then seeing if black comes to us is probably the best pick here. If black's not open, we can just lean back on blue-green and feel fine about it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's what we'll do. There's no black card here, for example. But, I mean, I think it's worth the upside. No good black card here. Oh, I know. I'll be, I have other chances to get the Cavalier. It's not the only reason I did it. I think taking it there is worth the risk. It's not just because I haven't gotten to play with it yet. We'll take a Sprite. We do have a Renowned Weaponsmith. So Vial of Dragonfire goes up a little bit. But I think I'd still rather have a Sprite. So here's a murder. There is a murder here. And our green card is not especially good, nor are our blue cards. We're going to take murder. Another Weaponsmith. Probably just take another Ferocious Pup, though. Yeah. Audacious Thief is good, but is it good enough to take over Netcaster Spider? I don't think so. Not at this stage, at least. I do like Woodland Champion a lot. Black cards, but nothing special. Yeah, it's probably too late to switch now. It's true. But definitely worth the risk. Yeah. So, Overcome's nice. We have lots of creatures. Do we want an Overcome or another Thicket Crasher more? I think Overcome. I think one Overcome is looking pretty good in our deck. I'm not going to be playing 3 Octoprophets. I think we'll take a Wolfkin Bond. Alright, well now we grab a Vial for sure. So, if we grab Evolving Wilds here, it would let us splash Tomebound Lich without too much trouble. Another Vial is appealing, but I think I'd rather just have a Wilds. Heartpiercer Bow. Heartpiercer Bow. I'm not going in on the all Heartpiercer Bow plan. I know some people do. I can't get behind it. I have lost to it, but... So, I think we probably have to have Vial of Dragonfire. We're not exactly loaded up with removal. Like, we're going to be relying on Feral Invocation for that. We have... Yeah, we don't even have a Rabid Bite. We're only going to run 1 Swamp. So yeah, cut Wolfkin Bond. Cut Anticipate. That's an easy one. Maybe we just cut our splash altogether, honestly. Yeah, I think we do. I think we cut Lich and Gift of Paradise. That makes things easier. So we do need to add 2 more lands still, so we still need to cut 2 cards. Yeah, my cat is... she's bad. So, I think Vial of Dragonfire is going to stick around. But we do need to cut 2 more cards. If I had better removal around, I wouldn't have to play the Vial, but I feel like I do. So Greenwood Sentinel's probably an easy cut, actually. One more card. Thicket Crasher looks really good in our deck, actually. Do we want 3 Metropolis sprites? Is that... Is that a thing that we want to do? Maybe we can lose the Mammoth Spider. We have 2 Netcasters. I think... Yeah, Hydra is at least a 4-drop. It's true. But we still have plenty of 2s. I think we can lose a Spider, yeah. And... Then... Do we just go for a split? I think we probably do. 9 and 9 is pretty good. Stick an island in there. Come on now. There we go. Yeah. All right. I think this will work reasonably well. This would have been a deck. Well, maybe. Do we only have 2 Feral Invocations? We do have a Wolfkin Bond, too. But the Scry enchantment that draws you cards when you target your stuff might have been interesting in this deck. Alright, I think we can keep this. Just throw out all of our Metropolis sprites and try to win that way. Hopefully draw some more lands. Yeah, I think we still play Sprite. If I had a Ferocious Pup in my hand, I might play the Champion first. Unfortunately, our opponent's playing blue, so... Yeah, I was gonna say, they have plenty of flyers, too. Okay. So, I think I'm actually going to play Woodland Champion here. And no, I'm not. I'm just going to play my Spider. Evening Biceps. So, I think now we're going to play our second Metropolis Sprite. They are blue-green, so they're not going to have like a bajillion flyers at least, like they would if they were blue-white. I think I just take 3 here. Yeah, there's definitely a token deck. You missed our first draft, but it had 4 Raise the Alarms and 2 Ferocious Pups. We didn't have a Woodland Champion, unfortunately. Which would have been great in our deck, actually. But yeah, the green-white deck and the especially is all about the tokens. So we definitely want an island here. Risen Reef was on top of our library. It's a little sad. And we have 2 Ferocious Pups in this deck, and that's enough to make a 2-mana 2/2 worth playing, I think. Alright, so we're going to pump one of these. See if they do something about that. Then we'll play a Thicket Crasher. Oh, Bone to Ash. I didn't think about it. Okay, good. They're just drawing cards, no big deal. Just gonna take another 3 here. I'd rather trade my Crasher for the Scorpion. Well, that's not good. That unsummon helps, though. Yeah, so I think we go... Unsummon your Netcaster Spider. I think I'm just going to attack with everything. Alright, so... I think we'd rather play both cards in our hand than anything else. Yeah. I have had lots of decks where I go Woodland Champion, Ferocious Pup on turn 3 too, and maybe that's the only counter it gets, but that's still pretty great. I mean, attacking with a 3/3 on turn 3. Okay. Well, I think we... Do we just attack with everything? I should have held on to that to bluff. So we get in for 4 in the sky no matter what. You know, one of them is going to die, but... And then they'll kill a ground creature too. I think it's worth it. Definitely should have held on to a card in my hand, though, to make this less easy for our opponent. Ah, crap. Well, we probably lose now, thanks to that. They kill both our ground creatures and a sprite, and they go to 4? Yeah. I mean, we're not completely dead, but we're not good. We are not good. Right. They have so many cards in their hand, thanks to their Spectral Sailor, and we're just, like, out of gas. Come on, Voracious Hydra. Or Feral Invocation. Feral Invocation with Sprite is especially nice. There are a few cards we can draw that help. There would be huge helps here. That is not one of them. We left him in. That's bad. Oh no, we do have one vial. We do have one vial, don't we? Makes it less bad. I think people are a little too concerned about Renowned Weaponsmiths in this format if they're playing Sleep Paralysis on them. I guess it was a good blocker there. It could block the Netcaster. I guess that's the thing. I guess I double block the Courser if that's how they're attacking. Yeah. Growth Cycle kills me, but it would have anyway. I mean, there's not any way we could beat a Growth Cycle right now, no matter where it's cast, basically. So. Befuddle is a little more beatable, but not there. Our opponent owned us for sure. Yeah. I'll be right back and then we'll play. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, we'll leave our Renowned Weaponsmith in. I'll be right back. Yep, drop a Flame of Wednesday stream. Doing it because I won't be streaming tomorrow like I normally would. So it's not actually a bonus stream per se. It's a replacement stream, I guess we could call it. Okay. That's nice. It's always nice to draw a 2-drop when you don't have one on turn 2. Yeah, let's play our pup. Pattern Matcher will be drawing us a card next turn one way or another. Unless they kill both Metropolis Sprite and Ferocious Pup. So... I mean, we're happy to trade with Frostlinks. Maybe not happy, but okay with it. Alright, so Pattern Matcher. Who are we going to grab? Next turn I can play Spider and another Sprite. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Can't double spell with the pup, so. Alright. Attack for 1. Seems like one thing our deck's really lacking is a way to draw cards. Like, that would be pretty helpful at this point. So... if I cast you right now for 4, you would die fighting the Silverback Shaman. Doesn't really seem worth it. Does it seem worth it to bounce Silverback Shaman? Kinda does, right? I only get in for 2 extra damage, but they have to recast that 5-drop. That's some good tempo. I think I'm gonna do it. And... we need to draw another land, and then we can just kill the Shaman with Voracious Hydra. Or we'll draw Violet Dragonfire. I mean, that's okay. We could play the Hydra as a huge creature, but I don't think that's what we want to do right now. Opponent has too many cards in hand, and that can go wrong too easily. Those are some big boys, but they are stuck on the ground. I may just have to play my own big boy. If I don't draw a land here, that's probably what I do. Alright. Take 5. I do draw a land, so that means I can kill the Silverback. Of course, if I just pump my Metropolis sprites, they can be dead next turn, right? I think it's probably still better to play the Hydra, though. Oh, you're actually a... Yeah, okay. Alright, so we'll just attack... Yeah, we'll just do 2. Then play Voracious Hydra. 3, 6, 7. X equals 5. Okay. I chump block with Ferocious Pup here. Yeah, there's no way that I would, like, take that in that situation. I think it'll be interesting. Well, we may already know the answer, but I feel like there's a chance that both of the Hydras in this set could see some play. So we don't have anything till turn 3, but Cloudkin's here I think makes this hand a lot more keepable than it would otherwise be. We're also on the draw. I mean, if we don't draw 2-drop, it's probably not the end of the world. Thought I was going to say that, and then they were going to play like a Lava Spitter on turn 1. That would have been fun. Good, yeah, they're having a slow start, so that is good news for us. Because we also are having a slow start. So it's tempting to play the Pup here because I can search for him with Pattern Matcher, but I think playing the Seer here is a lot better. And if we have to play the Pup next turn instead of Pattern Matcher, that's okay. Oh yeah, those are some nice rares. Drop a Flame, those are some nice ones. You're not just gonna like immediately kill my Cloudkins here, are you sure? Funnily enough, if they did try, we can cast Feral Invocation, and I think that would be the right move. Like if they try to kill it right here. Interesting. Might still be the right move. No, they still have Ember Hauler. It's not the right move, yeah. So I could try, but then it would turn into a 2-for-2, which I don't think favors us at all, really. So I think we just let this happen. Play Ferocious Pup. My guess is they'd rather kill the wolf token than the wolf, than the actual wolf, the pup, that is. Yeah, if they want to do that, I think I just take 2. Oh god. All these Ember Haulers is kind of annoying. So in response to my Pattern Matcher, they can kill a pup, but I think if they're doing that, we're kind of coming out ahead. Yeah, so I think we go ahead and cast our Pattern Matcher here and see what they do. If they kill a pup in response, it's not as good as us drawing a pup, but it's still them using a card to kill not quite a full card. So yeah, it's a difficult situation for them. I don't know what I would do. I think I would just have to let it resolve, but it wouldn't feel very good, and that's basically what they just did. Alright, so let's attack. And play an island. Bluff that we have unsummon. I definitely block an Ember Hauler here. If their plan is to use a trick or whatever, I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. Or that. I mean, I'm okay with that too. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting here. Like, at some point, playing the pup is probably going to be good, but... I mean, not the pup. The invocation... The Hydra is actually what I'm trying to say. I think I attack with my token here. And we see what happens. If they try to block it with Fathom Fleet Cutthroat, I think I use Invocation. And then play Ferocious Pup number 2 in my sideboard, my second main phase. If they just take 2, I'd probably just play Octo Prophet. Yeah, they're just going to take 2, so that works for me. Yeah. Metropolis Sprite's not amazing here. I think I may just put her on the bottom, but Vorsclaw seems pretty good. We can cast him. Sure. Man, that Death Touch is not good news, is it? Makes my Voracious Hydra a lot less relevant. We do have Frostlinks, though. I think we play Vorst Claw here in the turn. And maybe I just need to be willing to trade Vorst Claw for the Abomination. Doesn't sound like a bad plan. Yeah. You know what? Just kidding. We're just gonna take 5 here. So here I think we want to play Frost Links and tap down the Abomination. And then we attack with both of these. They probably block Vorst Claw and kill the token with Ember Hauler. The question becomes, is it worth Feral Invocationing my 2/2? If that's what they do here. And the answer, it might be yes. Oh no, they're going to kill that. I'm pretty okay with that. I mean, I guess saving the wolf, yeah, I don't know. So, I think we play the pup. More bodies seems a little safer. I think they're thinking about using Destructive Digger's ability. Which... Good old Marauding Raptor, huh? Seven, 9, 11. I think I attack with these 3. See what happens there. Maybe we use Feral Invocation. Maybe we don't. I think I probably do. You could have a Disfigure. Uh-oh. Nope, no Disfigures. So, our Hydra is going to be just a straight-up removal spell to kill this Abomination. Most likely. It's probably where we're going now. No, unless they attack me. You know, there's a chance they have a way to pump him, and I'm just going to chump block him as a result. Those ferocious pups. They're good for something. We can actually only swing for 11 here, so there's no real great reason to use my Hydra yet. Yeah, we can't do lethal no matter how you slice it, so... yeah, we'll attack with these 3. Yep. And winter turn. We're just planning on leaning on our Hydra to end this game. Hopefully we don't regret holding onto it for so long. They're probably gonna like mind rot us here. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, we'll do this again. Looks like they're probably casting Soul Salvage, but I think that's definitely gonna be too slow. Yeah. Okay, we just unsummon this, and then that's game. Would have been game with Voracious Hydra too, but... Nope, and if we were actually playing best of 3, not showing our opponent has the Hydra actually makes showing them we have it makes even more sense. Because, you know, letting them know about your bombs, if you don't need them to beat them, them being completely unaware of them in game 2 is extra devastating for them. I think this is a keeper. We just went 2 and 3 in our last one, sadly, Biceps. It underperformed a little bit. We had 2 games where it was like awesome, and then obviously 3 where it was not. We did almost turn the corner against a really crazy deck in our second game, but almost, you know. Thank you for the follow, Agent Michael Scarn. Glad you like The Office. Who doesn't, you know? Yeah, that's such a good 2-drop Ancestral Blade in this format. It's like... Don't play anything. Oh, you didn't. I didn't think that would actually happen. Okay, so... Reminds me of our last deck, where sometimes it looked like we weren't doing anything, but in reality, we were doing things. Alright, so I think we attack here, hold up our Feral Invocation, because if they decide to, like, triple block our Netcaster Spider, we're going to feel pretty good. Now they're just going to take it. We're okay with that too, honestly, because we can play Pattern Matcher and grab another Spider. I almost clicked decline there. I'm not a huge fan of Diamond Knight. If our opponent's deck is mostly white, then it's pretty good. But if they're like a straight up 2-color deck, oh yeah, that's gross. Yeah, busting through that Diamond Knight, you know, right after I talked trash about it, is going to be a challenge, especially because we're at 10 life now. Jeez. The beatdown is real. We play another spider. We may just be about to get run over. Yep, if you're mostly one color, then Diamond Knight's good. If you're two colors, it's a little questionable. I mean, Krauser, I've drafted this format more than 40 times, and in that high volume of drafts, most of the time that I've seen Diamond Knight, it's been pretty bad. But again, when it's not bad is when you're mostly a one color deck. So, and it looks like that's what our opponent is, and yeah, in that case, you're doing pretty good. It doesn't even always get to a 3/3. Part of the problem with it is it dies so easily to everything in this format, and you're almost always trading down. Why didn't they attack with their Diamond Knight? That surprises me. I think we're going to take this 3, yeah, and block the Loyal Pegasus. Guess what we need, if we want to get rid of this Diamond Knight, is our, well, Unsummon would be pretty good. But our Hydra, although our Hydra is probably not going to be big enough at this point. We got 4 lands. Grab an island. It's always awkward when you have like a distribution of cards where it's like, you know, there's no way to double spell, but it feels like there should be. Now, I guess I can with Ferocious Pup plus Feral Invocation. That seems pretty dangerous, though. I think improving my draws and trying to find a way to get rid of that Diamond Knight is better. So Woodland Champion plus Ferocious Pup is pretty great. So, yeah, that is true. Risen Reef also can help us rip through our deck, which can potentially help us find a way out of this. I kind of think we just want the Risen Reef. Thank you for the sub, Gwentastic Girl. Yeah, so, okay, I think what I'm going to do here is, I kind of think what we want to hold on to the most is Netcaster Spider, just because it can block flyers, but at the same time, basically I'm going to kill these 2 tokens, take 5, and lose 2 creatures in the process. Oh, I have to do it this way. No, I don't. Yeah, we're going to hold on to the spider. I think it's the safer move, and we're just going to go ahead and kill both of these. Go to 2. We may find a way to turn a corner here. If we do, it's going to be thanks to Risen Reef. Which right now we can get additional value out of right away. It's kind of tempting to play Ferocious Pup because it can chump block. And it's not highly probable. It's not highly probable that they have a way of killing our Risen Reef just because they have 1 card in their hand. So I think I'm going to go with the safer play here and play Ferocious Pup. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for making me your first Twitch sub. Glad you enjoyed the YouTube content. I'm glad you got to catch a stream. I stream at kind of weird hours for most people in the United States, which I'm one of, by the way. Makes it sound like I'm not. I'm in the United States, too. But I stream at weird times. So, yeah, we're just going to chump block the guy. Well, that's not great news, is it? I guess we can kill it still. Yeah, it'll just kill our spider. Alright, so let's Thicket Crasher now. Sure. Alright, so I think we just end our turn now. I think I'm going to triple block this Diamond Knight, maybe? I don't know. For me right now, it is 9 a.m. And the stream started at 7 a.m. Magic time for me just happens to be in the morning. I think for most people it's not, but hence the coffee thing. Okay. This is risky as heck, but I think triple blocking and using Feral Invocation is probably our best bet here. Okay, so... Aha! We got rid of the Diamond Knight. Didn't take a lot. Oh my god. Is that for real? The good news is we can get rid of him, but... Oh, no, we can't, because they're going to put the freaking +1/+1 on him. Ugh. If they had just played him as a 2/2, we could have done it. But because they did what they did, we cannot. Doesn't that hurt after you take down like the card that you think is going to kill you, and then they just play another one? And here comes another Johnny Pride Mate.
Our true strength lies in our friendships.
Ooh, yeah, that'll do it. They sure drew well there late, didn't they? Bone splinters off the top. Man. Alright, I think we can keep this on the draw. Okay. These like all-in aggro decks have been beating me more than I ever expected them to in this in any format, really. We'll be able to kill him eventually with Voracious Hydra. For now, it's probably just best to use Frost Links. That's some pretty big tempo against 2 cards, basically. They could untap him, by the way. But they'd have to use all their mana. So, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of okay with it. Yeah, I'll take another 6. Another mono white aggro deck type deal. I guess Feral Invocation blows him out pretty hard. But for now, I just attack with my Metropolis Sprite. Play Cloudkins here. Yeah, we kind of have to jump. We kind of have to block the guy now. So, we will. We want them to tap all their mana so that our Hydra can kill it. Like, they might be able to anyway, but we know our Hydra can kill it if they tap out like that. Now, you know, that's pretty annoying too because of our whole flying situation. Yeah, so Voracious Hydra time. And no attacks. Right, I think we attack here and hold up Feral Invocation. We can just attack with everything. Nope, no Gargos, sadly. So, yeah, I think we use the Invocation here. Play another Metropolis Sprite. Having Gargos would be cool. Oh, man. We're just going to take this. Let's leave a Sprite back just to be careful. Okay, also, let's play Ferocious Pup just to be careful. We just don't want them to find a way to kill us out of nowhere, and I think they have a chance. You know, we're at low enough life and they're an aggro deck, so we need to be a little bit careful. Yeah. Like I said. So, do they have Inspired Charge? Oh my god, they might. I can block all 3 creatures, though. Okay, good, good, good. Proofx Fardle doesn't sound like a bot or a copy-pasted message at all. Okay. So, we're at least going to be 3-3 here, which is an improvement. Gwentastic Girl, I just saw your question. It's actually been a while since I played EDH, but Karn, the Silver Golem Karn is probably my favorite. Ooh, this is a really good hand, potentially. If we don't hit a 3rd land, but we're on the draw, so I think we're pretty good. I've played a lot of Commanders over the years, though. because, you know, in Magic Online, it's pretty easy to get all the cards for commander decks. So we do need that third land, but if we get it, I'm going to be pretty happy. One more try. Because, like, Risen Wraith, Cloudkin Seer is pretty nasty. If we can do it, especially on turn 3, well, that's nasty too. Okay. It does look like we're going to get to do what we want to do, though. For now... Yeah, the opponent's deck is definitely a nasty elemental deck, a more aggressive one. Followed by Wolf? No, just Maniacal Rage. Okay, cool. We're just going to take 6. Okay, so I think we play Cloudkin Seer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, when you can play a turn 3 Lavakin Brawler, it's pretty gross. I'm with you. Trying to stabilize here before they can get their feet... I mean, trying to get our feet underneath us before they can just kill us outright. Unsummon will help. I was kind of hoping we'd hit an island on those 2 draws that we had off of Cloudkin Seer, but alas. We did hit an Evolving Wilds. Close enough, right? Okay, so that is a bunch of damage. There's a good chance that they have, what's it called? Uncaged Fury. And we have other elementals in our deck, but I don't think we have so many that we'd rather chump block with Metropolis, right? I think we kind of just got to go for this. Thank you for the follow, Valanche. I think we got to block like that. Yeah. Our deck isn't really an elemental deck. I mean, you know, we have a few elementals, and Risen Wreath, though, already drew us 2 extra cards. Ah, oh, crap. Goblin Smuggler with Lavakin Brawlers. Not what we want to be seeing here. Well, we may be halted at 3 and 3. Yep, Limited is all I play, Krauser. I have a YouTube channel as well where I talk about Limited and various other things. Voracious Hydro is on top of our library. Of course, we wouldn't have had... No, yeah, we would have had 4 lands. Huh. Okay. So... I think I play Octoprofit here and plan on using Unsummon to bounce the Brawler after they tap the Smuggler to make it unblockable. I think that's my plan here. What do we have in play? We do have multiples of Metropolis. I think we have multiples of both, actually. Do we really want a 6th land at some point? Probably, but I'll draw one. It's not. I'm not desperate for one anyway. Okay. Yep. Leaves on summon. Oh god. Oh wait, we already knew they had that. Forgot I bounced it. It's just the same Lavakin Brawler. That's a little less frightening. But now, we're not going to be able to stop it. What we probably need to do is try to just go wide and win with Overcome. But man, is that going to be hard. But I think that's our best bet. Yep, so we take 4 here. And if they have Uncaged Fury... Oh, we're not quite dead, actually. Okay. That actually makes me feel a lot better, because we can just kill the smuggler now. That gives us a much better plan than trying to use Overcome. Ah. Okay, so... if we're gonna try to win with Overcome... I think we need to be doing a little bit more damage. Winning with Overcome's like our only option now. I don't think we can do it without drawing our hybrid dude. Or Hydra, that is. We don't do enough with Overcome, right? I mean, that's all we can do here because we're dead. We have no way to interact with anything they're doing right now. Oh my god, Druid can't block. I'm so stupid. I could have hit them much harder that turn. I forgot the Druid couldn't block. I think we still win, but we definitely should have done a little more damage that last turn. Luckily, it didn't come back to bite us. It easily could have. It easily could have gotten us. Right, this is reasonable. I definitely should have at least also attacked with my octopus on the previous turn. Renowned Weaponsmith does make Scorch Spitter look pretty silly. I mean, even if they use a trick, it's like, okay. That's fine. Yeah, I definitely block here. I mean, say they use Blade Brand. So what? I mean, yeah. Our Weaponsmith isn't that good. We have one vial, yeah. Okay. That's fine. Fine by us. Cloudkin's here. Yeah, I think I'd rather play it than the defensive creature here. We'll be able to play a 3/3 next turn. Here we definitely just take the hit, go to 17. Alright, so I think we attack. There's a good chance they can maybe just kill our Octoprophet, but it's whatever. I don't know that we have time to try to set up an Overcome in this game. I think we'd rather have the multiple bodies. Like, we need to make them run out of gas, basically. It looks like that the best way to do that is not going to be by, like, hoping we can kill them with Overcome. We're going to have to, like, play out everything we've got to have the best chance. So, no Overcome for me, sadly. We do have a couple ways of shuffling our deck, so, you know, it's not going to remain on the bottom of our library 100%. So, alright, so I think we block it again. Come on, Magic Online. Magic Arena. Whatever you are. Yeah, this time it's Blade Brand. Alright, so I actually don't think we attack here. I think instead we want to... Yeah, and then if we draw a land next turn, we can either double spell or play Vorst Claw, but I think we play the Spider here. Okay. So, I think I just block with my Seer here. Okay, so no double spell here, but I can play Thicket Crasher, which can trade for Lavakin Brawler. And I think trading is the way to go for us right now. I would guess our deck is better at the late game than theirs. I could be wrong, but... All right. Trade away. Well, so much for being better in the late game, I guess. But we do have a Vorst Claw, so that does a pretty good job against Ripscale Predator, assuming they don't have a trick to back it up. That's actually another card that's pretty good in the late game. So that's less than ideal as well for us, but it's probably alright. So yeah, player Pup. Now maybe we would like to draw Overcome, but like if we'd drawn it when we saw it, we'd be at way lower life and in a lot of trouble probably. But now, yeah, if we can shuffle our library somehow, which we have an Evolving Wilds and a... what's his name? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I have to double block. It's true, but it can only kill one thing if they don't have a trick to back it up. That is. Only one thing. So yeah, they can start drawing cards. I mean, maybe I need to put my foot on the gas pedal. I'm kind of hoping I draw some way to interact with their board at some point. We still have basically... Oh, that's pretty good. Gets rid of the card that's good in the late game here. I think I attack with Vorst Claw. Let's do it. Get in there. What do they have in their graveyard that they could get back with annoying... Okay, so I think we want to kill both of them and then kill the destructive digger with our vial. Let's hope they're just sacrificing something. So we just blew out the whole board. I don't hate that. Didn't think that was going to go that way. Oh my god. Okay. How many lands are in their graveyard? One? Okay, so it's not going to be completely busted. Just partially busted. So I think we go ahead and save it with Feral Invocation. That's cool. When you hover over it, it shows you how many lands are in their graveyard. That is a cool feature to have. Guess that explains why they were so willing to just have their whole board get wiped out. Because, oh man, that's really good. Because the Vorse Claw was a huge problem for them. So we can pay 6, yeah. Our Hydra probably dies because they can pump in response. 4, 5, 6, but I think that's okay. Our bomb answers their bomb. Yeah. And then they'll do 1 to us. And yeah, then we can rumble. Okay. So I actually think I'm going to hold on to this Ferocious Pup on the off chance. Actually, I don't think it matters. They're black-red. It probably doesn't matter. We'll just go for it. Well, luckily we drew our bomb to answer theirs. Otherwise, it would have been in trouble. Man, that's a creepy artwork of Dovin. Right, solid. Ooh, and they also have the Azorius card back. They're very into Azorius. Thank you for the follow, Krauser. There's our buddy Renowned Weaponsmith again. I think we just lead with the Sprite, though. Much like in the last game, I think we'll definitely block if they attack us here. I mean, now we definitely would because they're tapped out, but Okay, so it'll be interesting to see if they're like a legit Seasons of Growth deck. I think red-green's the place to be most successful with it, between all the tricks and auras that are actually playable. Yeah, so here, I don't think it's actually worth blocking. We know that they could be doing shenanigans, and we can race them right now. They need to find... Well, that helps. They say they need to find something else if they're gonna outrace us. I think I still attack with both. Yeah. We attack with both of them. Then I play Octo Prophet. I think we only want one of these. Yeah, I mean, we want to play Vorsclaw at some point, but... yeah, if we draw land next turn, we can double spell, and yeah. Then we can play Vorsclaw later. So the Trailblazer can attack pretty freely here, unfortunately, because they can pump it with its own ability, and it'll get +2/+2 right now. So I do think we're going to block... Try to block Scorch Spitter now. This does look like a legit Season of Growth deck. Yeah. I was worried it might be, and it is. When it gets going, it is a little scary. I think I'm just gonna attack with both of these again. Yeah, Trailblazer's great. Every time I had a deck once with 3 of them, and it seemed like every time I played one, somebody killed it right away, and it was really disappointing. Luckily for our opponent, we don't have that much removal. We can, however, use the Weaponsmith to grab a Vial, which would in fact kill the Trailblazer. So, if they don't have mana untapped. Guess that's a big qualifier. Maybe I should have just gone for both lands. So I think I'm going to block with my Wolf token on the Spitter. Nope, no bows. I'm not a big Heartpiercer bow fan. I think it's mostly a sideboard card for best of 3. If you get like 3 renowned weaponsmiths, maybe we're talking. Oh, now we kind of have to kill the Smuggler more than we have to kill the Trailblazer, because the Smuggler makes him unblockable. So, bows would be pretty good against those Scorch Spitters, though. That's for sure. So if I draw land, I just play Vorsclaw, I think. If I don't draw land... Oh. Okay. So Feral Invocation can actually make Metropolis Sprite into a monster because of its ability. I don't know that that's what we want to do right now. I think I'm just going to attack for... Yeah. We'll just attack with the Sprite. Then what? We need all 5 mana to search and play and use our Vial, so I think that's what we do. Hello, TLP613. I'm glad you caught the draft. Okay, so we're going to do this. Grab our 1 Vial. I don't think you should... I mean, I think Scorch Spitter is already not a great pick early. I mean, it's great late once you're clearly in an aggro deck. But it's not a high pick anyway because it's really only good in this very specific aggro deck. If you're mid-rangey or anything else, you don't really want Scorch Spitter at all. I mean, you know, you need a deck that has lots of ways to take advantage of it, and this is, you know, one of the ways you do it is you have elemental synergies. Another way is you have like Chandra Spitfire. Another way is you're hyper aggressive. You have auras you can put on it, and so those things all happen, but they're not sort of like organic decks that one would normally end up with, I would say. That's interesting. They almost assuredly have a trick since they're giving up their Trailblazer here if they don't. But I guess maybe we get them to use said trick. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, they do. Is our best plan now like all in on Metropolis Sprite? It might be. It really might be, sadly. Yeah. No, we don't. Yeah. Slap Feral Invocation on it. Play a Metropolis Sprite. So this can pump itself to 5 power now. So we actually have a 2-turn clock, potentially. If our Sprite is allowed to live. Oh, crap. Okay. That's not good. I think we're going down here. I mean, I'm glad I killed the Smuggler, but maybe I should have killed the Trailblazer? I don't know. The Smuggler just enables so much. Ooh. Yeah, it's not good. What? No attack? I'm a little surprised. That gives me a little more of a chance. Not much of one, but a little more of one. Yeah, it was probably a misplay. I don't know why else they would have passed the attack there. Just because I wanted to play Drakuseth, probably. Thank you for the follow, Revenge613. So... Man. If they hadn't played Drakuseth, you know, like, we'd have a chance. But they did. I mean, there's still a chance that we managed to sneak damage in here, but it is very low, but I think that's really our only shot at winning. I'm just going to attack with everything. Yeah, it can take out Drakuseth if they block, it's true. Feral Invocation plus, yeah, the abilities. Does that make it better to not attack with everything? Yeah, I guess it does. They're not going to block, though. There's, like, no way they block. 0% chance. Oh my god, are you going to block? Okay, this might give us a shot. Not if we tap our mana like that. Who would have thought they would block? Not me. That's not good. Okay. Creeping Trailblazer's ability is a serious problem right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 becomes... Oh my god. One, two, three, four, 5. So it becomes an 8/8 right now. Which I can kill, but... That's not what I was hoping for. Right now, I wish I had a bunch of vials of Dragonfire in my deck. That's for sure. Yep. Season of Growth is great in his deck, where he has ways of going wide, things to target his deck with, target his creatures with. I mean, it all adds up. Yeah, that Daggersail Aeronaut is kind of a problem. Okay. Come on, Risen Reef. Can you get it done for me? Apparently not. I mean, it is another body that can trade with all those X1s, I guess. If nothing else. They do all have trample, though. Makes it a little less appealing. Okay. Come on, Frost Lynx. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4. As soon as they have enough mana to use this ability twice, we're so dead. Ooh, and they're going to have it next turn. Yeah, I love Season of Growth. I feel like I've only had like 2 decks where I really wanted to play it, though. I just don't end up with a deck like this one frequently enough. Okay. Overcome, yeah, that would be a good draw. Can we do it? I think we have to draw it now. That's not an Overcome. I'm sure they see that they can kill us, but we'll make them see. Really? Giveaway to kill me? Gives us another chance at drawing Overcome. No, it doesn't. I think it's only worth... I think it only scries enough to be worth 2 mana, though, if you have a bunch of things that make multiple bodies. Like, not a bunch, but a few to really get you there. I think if you're just like a 15 creature deck, I don't know that I mean, I find myself cutting it a lot in decks like that. It just seems like it's not as good as like a creature would be in most scenarios in that case. So nope, 5 and 3 is not bad. It's better than our first one of the day. I'll be right back, and then we'll do another one. I may run out of time, but we can always finish the draft on the next stream. So I'll be right back.